Okay, so after adding this, you have to run app to get updates. So we have that now, then we can go ahead and install this. Still not installing. Sorry, just a moment. So I see the problem. They renamed their packages. So I don't know when they did all this. So apologies for all the back and forth. So they changed to Python 3, and that works perfectly fine now. Okay, so let's go ahead and generate the certificate. So set bot dash Apache then -d. So in a case where you have your domain, if let's assume your domain is port.com.ng and you want www to be included, then you just have to add another -d to add that particular domain, .com.ng. So when you press enter, it's going to install SSL for these two certificates, for these two domain names. But in the case where we are just using this, so things don't fail, I'm not going to try that. I think we have done a number of things that have failed to do, so I'll just try and stick to what we're doing. So I'm going to generate an SSL certificate for dev.pod.com.ng. And what the Apache plugin does is it automatically configures it for you. So it's asking me for an email that we use for notification to know when this certificate is due and meant for renewal. Even though I will show you how to enable auto renew for setbot, but it's always handy to have a valid email address imputed just to make sure you get notifications for renewals on time, so that you don't, even if there is a weird issue that the auto renewal doesn't run, then you get to be notified when your certificate is getting close to its expiration. So in this case, since this is just a test server, so I'll just do test as test.com. So this is a very valid certificate, and I won't advise you to use this. Use a very valid certificate in this case. So I'm agreeing to the terms and conditions as well, and I don't want them to send me mail. So it's trying to perform some verification on the domain now before it's generate an SSL certificate. So we can see now that the SSL certificate has been generated. So it's asking me now if I want to redirect all traffic to HTTPS, or I just want to manually do that. So I want to redirect all traffic to HTTPS. So I just input the two. Then we'll notice that this has been configured. So when we come to our website now, it should take us to the HTTPS version of our website without any hassle. So I'll just share my screen so you can see that as well. So while we are done with the deployment of the Laravel application with HTTPS configured as well. So the next thing we are going to do now is we are going to create a cron that will automatically renew our certificate for us. So I'm going to create this cron in /var/spool, then cron, then I will add a new file called okay, inside cron tab, I will add root. So I want to, so let's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want this to run every Sunday, which is 0, to run every let's say 12 hours, every 12 hours. Then all we just need to add here is just to make sure we have, so we can do which set bots, so that we can know the parts of set bots. So in Chromes, there are cases where it won't get the right path of what you're trying to run. In a case where you don't specify the full path, specifying the full path in this case. So clones basically load as little things as possible, just to make sure things run faster. So it won't load up your path that would have worked normally when you are logged in through an SSH client. So it's always advisable to use the full path when creating clone. So set bot renew is all you need, and your automatic renewal is set up. So I think the last part of the configuration we need to go through now is the part where we configure FTP so that you can access your your web files using an FTP client. So let's get right to that. So I'll just punch in apt install pure-ftpd, and it does the installation. So I will show you the command once more in case you want to see. So yum install pure-ftpd will install the pure-ftpd server. So just like the other ones that we did, so we're going to do systemctl. Let's even check the status first. Pure-ftpd. So we can see we don't need to start it anymore. Then all we just need to do is enable. So it is enabled during boot. So when the server is rebooted, then all these services also comes up with it. So we just do a bit of configuration. So in this case, since we are using a subdomain, I'm going to use the same certificate for what's it called? I'm going to use the same certificate, but before that, let's go to the configuration where the configuration files are located. So pure FTPD, let's see what we have inside. So we have the pure FTPD conf, then we have let's see what we have in the conf directory. So we have Unix authentication. I think that's what we want to use in this case. So it makes it easier for the user to log in. So I'll change this to, I change this to, yes. Then what else? TLS. So I'm going to enable SSL as well. So then I wanted to put every user that log in into a jail shell, so they don't get to see other users' files. So this is just to try and make things more secured. Okay, then let's add the okay, so for now, I think this should do. So let's test our connection real quick. So let's do FTP localhost. But before doing that, let me change the password of the user we created in my web. So I'll change it to QWERTY, so it's easy for me. QWERTY. Okay, so FTP localhost. Then sorry about that. I think I have a typo in what I typed. So I want to log in as my web. Then the password is QWERTY. So we are logged into our website and to our user now. So let's do ls-l public. So you can use any FTP client actually. we can use any, okay, so these are all our web files. So we have FTP configured as well. So I think that brings us to the end of this server configuration. And if there are any clarifications or information that you need, then you can let me know. But I think we are good to go with this. Thank you very much for your patience, and bye.